Hi everyone, welcome back. We're talking jobs today. All the jobs in the UK that offer visa sponsorship. So, if you're looking to move, this video has all the information you need. I'll be talking you through what you need to keep in mind to get a job in the UK and some new job portals that I have never shown you before. We have healthcare jobs, tech jobs, and the mixed bag, which contains jobs from across all industries and sectors. So remember to watch all the way till the end. If you're new, I'm Ashika and we talk about how you can get that dream job or study anywhere in the world. And with that, let's dive in. For starters, something you need to know. If you need sponsorship to work in the UK, you now need to earn at least £38,700 with an eligible job in order to qualify for visa sponsorship for a skilled worker visa. If you're applying for a health and care worker visa, it's £23,200 unless the going rate for your job is higher. Then it's the going rate. One thing you should keep in mind is that since the new immigration changes have come in, it's more difficult to get a job in the UK. Jobs have reduced and the recruiting managers have become a lot more demanding when it comes to hiring the right candidates. If you're new to this process, you will want to look at all of the top job portals. In the UK, the most prominent portals are Indeed, LinkedIn, Reed, gov.uk, NHS Jobs, and some new websites that I will introduce to you today. Now, you can apply to jobs in the UK in multiple ways. Either you can apply to a job that you see on one of these portals that I just mentioned, or you can apply from the company's website itself. Or you can go that extra mile and look for openings on these job portals, and then look for these company websites and apply directly to the careers section there. I'd even go further and use LinkedIn to find out who the hiring manager is for this role, and then try and connect with them on LinkedIn. Now, starting off with healthcare jobs. Park Medical Center is hiring for the role of a salaried GP. Hull University Teaching Hospitals is looking for a clinical specialist sonographer. They are also looking for a post-registration pharmacist. SEJ Pharma is looking for a pharmacist. Sano Physiotherapy is looking for a pediatric senior physiotherapist. Ehmes Pharmacy is looking for a pharmaceutical technician. Insignia Healthcare is looking for a pediatric children's nurse. Perth Specsavers is looking for an optometrist. Super U Therapy is looking for a speech pathologist or an occupational therapist or physiotherapist. NHS Jobs is looking to hire a clinical special sonographer. Zest Business Group is looking for an associate dentist. Pure Research is looking for a veterinary surgeon. NHS Jobs is looking for a tissue viability specialist nurse. Social Tides is looking for a developmental pediatrician. Skills Provision is looking for an associate dentist. And Vet Record Careers is looking for a senior vet. I see many people writing into me upset that they aren't able to get a job in the UK. First of all, don't be upset. A lot of people who have managed to land a job and come to the UK of late received at least 100 rejections before they managed to make it here. So toughen yourself and get used to those rejections. It's okay. The most important thing you need to ask yourself is, what do you have to offer? If you expect the company to hire you and offer you visa sponsorship, you need to have a skill set and experience that this company needs at this point. If you do not have what the company needs, you will not get a job. There's a lot of money and paperwork that goes into offering sponsorship to anyone. So unless the company is 100% sure that you are the right candidate, they are not going to make that effort. It is up to you to prove that you are the right candidate, which means if you copy paste the same CV and apply to like 10 jobs, it is likely that you will get rejected for at least 9 of them. The bottom line is, wherever possible, customize your CV to the role that you are applying for. Next up, let's talk about tech jobs. The University of Nottingham is looking for a senior research software engineer. Prologic Automation is looking for a lead robotics engineer. Ernest Gordon Recruitment is looking for a data center manager. Domino Printing Services is looking for a software engineer. Papua is looking for a graduate data scientist. Now, because the job market is a lot more difficult right now, you're probably getting more rejections than you received earlier. And if that's the case with you, you need to ask yourself which round you're losing out on most. Are you not landing interviews? Or are you losing out after an interview? If you're not landing an interview in the first place, there could be 2 things that are wrong. Now, either you do not have the relevant work experience, or your CV is not doing its job. In case you don't have the right experience, focus on upskilling yourself. Get certified, do the relevant courses, do what's required. And if you aren't sure what's required, it's very simple. Read multiple job descriptions for this role in the UK And in most of the job descriptions, they will mention the skills that are required. Now, if you have the right experience but your CV still isn't getting shortlisted, then there's definitely an issue with your CV, which you will need to get fixed ASAP. If you need help building your CV from scratch, watch this video. And if you need help getting your CV reviewed, book a slot with our external CV consultant to have your CV reviewed. Now, if you're losing out after an interview, you need to work on preparing better for your interviews, which means learning everything there is to know about this company, brushing up on your skills for your own role, and practicing interview questions in advance. And now, moving on to the mixed bag. The University of Glasgow is looking to hire a research assistant. They're also looking to hire a James Murray Beatty lecturer in Victorian literature. York St. John University is looking for a head of global academic partnerships. They're also looking for a lecturer in sports and social sciences. Harper Adams University is looking for a procurement manager. They're also looking for a human resources advisor and a postdoctoral researcher. York St. John University is looking for a lecturer in computer science. UCL is looking for a postdoctoral research fellow. The University of Sussex is looking for a quality and placement manager. The University of Nottingham is looking for a senior UX UI designer. Earlham Institute is looking for a postdoctoral research scientist. The University of Nottingham is looking for an assistant professor in mathematics education. The University of Reading is looking for a lecturer in cancer biology. Africana is looking for a chef or a sous chef. Activate Accident Repair is looking for a vehicle paint sprayer. They're also looking for an MET technician. The Barbary is looking for a general manager. Kerry is looking for a process scientist. Universal Fabrications is looking for a robot welding programmer. Smith & Co. is looking for a coffee shop manager. The Barbary is looking for a head of pastry. Ryanair is looking for a mechanicals basic skills trainer. Proactive Global is looking for a maintenance supervisor for manufacturing. Secretary General's office is looking for an operations manager. And that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you need any help making your CV, watch this.